Okay, so, yeah, I've got my glasses on today. And there's probably going to be a horrible glare, but I just didn't feel like wearing contacts. Not today. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about my face. We're going to talk about this thing with Sylvanas and the lamp and this deal she has going on and whatever the heck she was trying to do to Eyir and what Genn may have interrupted. We're going to talk about it because I think everyone is viewing it as Sylvanas is up to something sneaky and suspicious, and she's been off doing things throughout all of Legion, and she's not participating in trying to save Azeroth. She's maybe in league with Sargeras, and yeah. No, I don't think that's it at all. I do think she's doing something sneaky behind the scenes, but not to the Alliance. I don't think it's gonna matter one way or the other to them. So, in all honesty, from what I think she's doing, I'm a little perturbed at Genn right now. He had no business taking the time, and just like people are saying, Sylvanas is being sneaky and not fighting the Legion and helping out and doing her part. Well, what the heck is Genn doing if he's obsessing over tracking her down and interfering with what she's doing? He's just as guilty. He has no business following her around and spying on her. Just bad dog. Bad. Sit, heal, stay, go somewhere else. You don't know how important that lamp might have been. I have said since she turned in that cinematic and asked the Horde, who among you will help me avenge him, referring to Vol'jin and his death, I have been thinking that she had some plan at that moment. If you watch the cinematic, she's just sort of in a state of shock right after being made war chief, and she doesn't appear happy about it. I think the loss of both Vol'jin and Varian Wrynn affected her. I think she's maybe having a bit of survivor's guilt, maybe feeling like she failed them, maybe just thinking right now it's all so unfair. Just having a pouty emo moment, it's unfair. And it is. And I think she's been thinking of ways in which she can make it right again. And in that cinematic, she just stood there. Probably partially in shock and partially trying to think, okay, what am I to do now? How do I make this right? What can I do about this? And so when she turned to the Horde and said, who among you will help me avenge him, I think at that point she had formed some sort of plan to get Vol'jin back. She doesn't want to be war chief. That's not her thing. And she does have some feelings, at least some respect for Vol'jin. He's part of the reason why she and her Forsaken are in the Horde, why they were able to be taken in by the Horde. And, there's at least a level of respect for him. And maybe she feels like she owes it to him and the Horde to try and get him back. And she knows a thing or two about death. This isn't her first rodeo. she was seen wheeling and dealing with Helya. Maybe Helya can get Vol'jin back for us. Then she's seen doing whatever it is she's doing to Eyir. Everyone thinks she's trying to get more Valkyrie. I don't know about that. I think it's more she's trying to use her power maybe to resurrect Vol'jin. I don't know. But I don't think whatever it is she's doing is counterproductive for us in the Horde, at least. And I don't think it's going to affect the Alliance either way. The Alliance could benefit from it if she's not just trying to get Vol'jin back, but potentially, I don't know if we could save Varian or get him back. Like, I don't know what happens to someone who's just completely destroyed from the inside out by Fel. But I also don't know if she's aware that that's how he died. I mean, I don't know how much of it she could see from her ship as they were fleeing, but there's too many questions there. I do think if there is any way to get both of them back, Sylvanas would do it. She would not only bring Vol'jin back, but she would bring Varian back. She had a good deal of respect for him too. And I think Genn just kind of, yeah, he really messed it up. If that's what she was doing, can you just imagine how Anduin might react if he finds out that Sylvanas had a plan and had maybe even found a way to bring his father back, and maybe that lantern had something to do with it, but because of Genn acting on his own, without orders, without confiding in anyone, just arbitrarily smashing the lantern. He doesn't know what it is or what it's for. This is Sylvanas's, so I'm gonna break it. Real mature again. Real mature. So, yeah. If Anduin were to find out that Genn destroyed his only chance at getting his father back, well, we might not see much of Genn anymore. Which is fine by me, because I am about sick of him. Actually, in the whole second in command, who's the most annoying competition here, I don't know whether I'm more sick of him or of Nathanos at this point. I just don't like either one of them. I don't like how they talk. I don't like how they behave. They're just a couple of grumpy old emo sourpusses. I don't know what you want to call them, but they just annoy me. Both of them. So here's a thought. Let them fight one another. Let the rest of us deal with the Legion. Let them fight one another. Let Sylvanas and Anduin team up against these deathy characters, these spirits and Valkyrie and actually I think both Helya and Eyir are Valkyrie or something like that. But yeah, if we can get our leaders back, then who cares what Sylvanas is doing? Even if she's using questionable methods, even if she's basically torturing some valorous, sacred death being thing akin to an angel, don't question the method. Don't worry about the method. Just focus on the outcome. If we get the king for the Alliance and the war chief for the Horde back, yeah, maybe Sylvanas does a few naughty things to do so, and maybe she irks the spirits and the Valkyrie and the entire realm of death or something. And maybe she incurs the wrath of Odin and other powerful beings. But if nothing else, that would make for an interesting expansion in the future. Having to fight Odin and his Valkyrie because Sylvanas made them angry by enslaving and forcing their precious Eyir to do something to bring Varian and Vol'jin back. But I don't know, maybe Helya would be on our side. Maybe not. I think she just... I don't know what sort of deal Sylvanas had to make with her to get that lantern, if that's what that's for. Maybe that's the whole point, is, okay, I'm gonna give you this and tell you what to do to Eyir and how to force her to bring back the people you want to bring back, and then Odin's going to react, and when he does, here's your part of the deal. Kill him. Kill him for me, because I'm pretty sure she's still a bit sore about her situation. So, maybe that's all there is to it. I think it would make for an interesting expansion to go pick a fight with Odin. Would picking a fight with Odin lead to picking a fight with the Titans as well? I feel like if he's the construct or something, he's like, Odin is to one of the Titans, Amunthul, I think, to him, like, what Freya, or whatever she is in Northrend, like she is to Einar. So, if we made an enemy of Odin, or any one of those, then would we potentially be making an enemy of the Titans? See, that to me would be interesting. Because right now, we're dealing with the Legion, and there's Titan-y stuff going on, and we're... I don't know what we're doing. We're in over our heads is what we are. We're in some big cosmic disagreement between the Titans that it involves us because Sargeras is trying to destroy Azeroth, and Azeroth is a Titan who we're all the time fighting to protect. So we're involved, but really Sargeras is their problem that they should fix. They should have fixed. He never should have become our problem. So, I don't know. Maybe we do eventually pick a fight with them too. Either because what Sylvanas is doing ticks off Odin and we fight Odin and they get involved, or something like that. I don't care. I don't care how that goes down. Ultimately, I just want Vol'jin back. I was so happy when he became our war chief. I love Vol'jin. I love my trolls. Everyone knows I love my trolls. He didn't get to stay our war chief very long. The only thing that somewhat softened that blow was that Sylvanas was made war chief. And I love her too. But I would have liked for Vol'jin to stay our war chief. And really, war chief doesn't suit Sylvanas. She's our Dark Lady. So yeah. Hopefully that's what she's doing, and I don't know if she can now that Genn has done what he's done, or if that lantern even has anything to do with it. If there is another way, and she finds that other way, and we get our war chief and the king back, sure, fine. But if that lantern was the key, it may turn out to be that we don't get them back, and when fires Genn, or does something worse to him, which is fine by me, banish him for all eternity, and we still have to fight Odin and possibly the Titans later because Sylvanas has already kicked off Eyir. Or done something to her. I don't know. But at the moment, I'm still holding out hope that whatever Sylvanas is doing, it's in order to get our war chief back. Or has something to do with what happens to Vol'jin anyway.